Hi, everyone. It's Reverend Laurie with Unity of Ocala for our midweek love notes. I started doing these love notes during the middle of the week when the pandemic started as a way to let you know I'm thinking of you. We're connected to each other. Even if we have to take this time out and this pause, we're still connected and still thinking about, talking about, working with, and living unity. And recently, I had some folks in our congregation and some friends on the phone ask me if I'm going to continue Love Notes now that we're meeting back in person in our chapel on Sundays. And I said, well, if you want me to, I will. And the consensus was, please continue. So thank you for that. I love connecting with you during the middle of the week. And if you have comments or ideas or suggestions or questions, things that you would like to share or something you would like to know more about, if I can help you, send them to me. Give our church a call on our website, unityofocala.org, unityocala.org, and leave a message. The message will get to me. Email me at lauriegist at gmail.com, or leave a message on our Facebook page or website, and I will respond to you. Well, this has been an interesting year, and we're meeting back in church. So I'm going through my church wardrobe, and my clothes are really tight. My Sunday outfits are not fitting very well. And I'm realizing I've been stress eating. I'm a stress eater. I really didn't know that until this past year. That's what I'm calling it anyway, instead of a total lack of willpower, because that's really what it is. But I'm going with stress eating. And I know I'm not alone. And one of the things they really stress in ministerial school is about self-care for ministers. It's very important for those of us taking care of other people that we take care of ourselves first. We put the oxygen mask on first. And the worst people notoriously for taking care of themselves are ministers and nurses and caretakers. So we really need to think about that. And this became really, really clear to me, especially most recently. So I used to get up before the sunrise every morning, ride my bike down or walk down to the lake, watch the sun come up. It was just my cup of joy in the morning. And I've let that go. I have a yoga mat next to my bed that I step over to go brush my teeth. And what really woke me up about this, my little Kinsley, my 6-year-old now granddaughter, who you've seen on these Zooms and at church, this girl, from the time she realized that her feet and her legs were tools to get her from one place to the other, this child has never walked. She tiptoes, she dances, she skips, she hops, she spins, she twirls, she leaps. She does not walk, even in tiny little places like my kitchen or my back porch or my living room. She's like a butterfly, constant motion. Well, every time we go somewhere, I've got her hand and she's bouncing and binging and up on the curbs, down on the up on the curbs, over bars, over. Anyways, the other day we're going into the grocery store. I parked clear in the back so I could get a little bit of a walk, try to get these pounds off of me. And she said, "Grandma, let's skip." Now, I know how to skip. Y'all remember skipping? I did a lot of it as a child and probably a teenager. I don't know. Well, I started to skip with her and I realized my body really did not want to cooperate with getting up in these nice little coordinated, graceful skips. She was doing it masterfully. So I was kind of faking a half step into the store. She said, "Keep going." And I thought, okay. So I skipped over to the vegetable stand and I thought, oh, girl, it is time to get serious about your discipline in self-care, because I got another one even younger than her who's going to be 2 this summer, and I want to keep up with them. So it is my intention to take better care of myself. And this is an invitation to all of you to do the same. Jean mentioned something to me about getting an exercise class going at church. I think that's a wonderful idea. I'm all about yoga, soft, gentle yoga with a nice meditation afterwards. I'm all about stretching and moving. But I'd like to try some other things too. I see this girl on YouTube or one of those that does this dance, and it's just so fun. It's not an exercise, and I don't tend to do well with structured exercise, but just doing some dancing and grooving and belly dancing, I'm all about that. Let me know what you think about that. I'm really excited. I might even mention it to the board tonight during our board meeting, because I think we could all use a shot of adrenaline, an incentive to get in shape and moving, and a reason to not go buy a new wardrobe, because I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get back into the wardrobe I have comfortably. Please hold me accountable. I would appreciate it. Oh, I found the sweetest poem in Susceptible to Light. I read a poem from the delightful Shalane Harkin, and I just really loved this. I love the way she thinks about all of the creations of God in a way that just really highlights their glory and beauty and perfection. God's creations are perfect. And hello, you're one of God's creations. And yes, I'm perfect the way I am, but I would feel even more perfect if I fit into my clothes comfortably. But I will leave you with this sweet poem called The Pineapple. The gnarled tree with limbs going every which way, grabbing at sunlight from all directions to nourish its crooked body. The rose, elegant and defensive, hyper vigilant in her thorns. The pineapple, scaly, yellow, and flamboyant, with that stiff, green-leafed hairdo sticking straight up. The violet, tender and timid. And even the cactus that won't let anyone touch it. They all whisper the same thing. It's okay to be all of you, just as you are. And I invite you to skip today on your way into the grocery store. Let's have a little fun. Let's get out of the box. Let's get our sanity back together. I love you. God loves you. I will not see you on Sunday. I will be in Vero Beach speaking to Unity at Vero Beach with those folks. Janice will be with you. And next week, we will be starting our open discussions about Unity and whatever else is on your mind, beginning after Sunday services. So we'll start it at about just a little before 12. You can get your coffee, maybe get something to eat if you want, bring something, that's fine. But we're just going to have an open discussion. I want to know how you're doing, what's on your heart and mind, how we may serve you as a church moving forward in this period of restoration and reawakening. So join us. And if you have any questions about that, drop me a line. I'll see you in 2 weeks. Take care.